Hi all, welcome to this Marquee Matchups investments video for the 10th of March. Thought I'd focus on the four routes that I really fancy this week, and I've been asked a lot in the comments and on Twitter and so forth about how to kind of invest, where to invest and what to kind of do. So if you find this useful, little kind of info video, so we can smash likes, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is Legend, all the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links as always. So let's jump into the four routes for this week. Juventus AC Milan is the first of the four routes that I fancy. The way that I would build this is focus on particular players. So I've got quite a few Italians in this. I've got like 4 Italians. As I did previously, the Italians were what kind of made it extinct, like Rugani, Sturari. These kind of players were kind of going extinct, and I doubt they'll do it. If they did this route again, they won't do that same mistake again. So what I would do is focus on like so many rare players. I've got 5 or 6. I've got 6 rare players, 5 non-rares, and I've tried to focus on getting a balance of like nations and clubs. So I would try and look at maybe getting one player from each team, get enough from both Juventus and AC Milan, but focus on enough from around the league. So like particular players that could increase in value. It's a bit harder with the Calcio SBC, but these prices might just go up a little bit more if this route crops up and if you've got individual players. So Sociedad Bilbao, you've got with this route, I'm expecting Spanish players to kind of be your premium in this instance. So usually when they've done this, they've done like 11 Spanish players or so many Spanish players, and if they do this again, then players like Irizos, Yuri, Benat, Ito Sarapi, Mikel San Jose, De Marcos are all going to go up in value pretty considerably. Obviously someone like Adjuriz you don't want to be kind of putting like a lot of your coins in, because he's 84 rated, and to be honest he's not really going to be needed. Squad rating is going to be around that 77 to 80 overall. So I've kind of got like Carlos Gil, Kappa, Yuri, Irizos, then you've got like Fran Merida, Torres, other options as well. Then you could look at other particular players in the league that are pretty cheap but also quite useful. For like goalies as well, you could look at Diego Lopez and Roberto, but Irizos is probably your safest bet. Yuri is a common one for left back. De Marcos is another option that you could keep putting your coins in, and this is where you do for that kind of option. Monaco Bordeaux, it's hard to say particularly what it could do. I hope they don't do French players. I would assume in theory it'll be rare players, so then in this instance you would try and buy them at 650, 700 coins. But in safety net option you would look at Carazo of Bordeaux, you would look at Mendy at left back, you would look at maybe even Bernardo Silva, you'd look at your Spanish option. Remember Monaco's had a lot of upgrades like Bakayoko, Fabinho. These players are now rare players, so they're relatively cheaper than what they were in a sense when they were non-rares, but they're actually in a sense quite useful to have. So they're kind of players I would look at. Then you've got like Prejus Nakuma, who's quite a cheap left mid, you can get him for 600. You could get Kishna as well. Then you've got Gonalons, you've got Diabate, Braithwaite's a cheap striker, and depending where else you have to improvise with the team. Tottenham Millwall, this route for me would be your English players is where you're going to find a lot of your investments. Now this route has 2 bronzes and a silver in it, and you see yourself this is still 78 rated. Now the way I would look at building this squad is with the Millwall players, you're probably looking at buying enough English players to kind of cover different positions. So you want to maybe have a couple of the strikers, you want to have a few of the midfielders, and you want to have a couple of the defenders, and maybe even the goalie as well. You'd maybe want to kind of give yourself say 5 to 7 players. Then like your Tottenham players, you'd probably want the English options like Rose, Ali, not really Kane, you'd want a bit cheaper, but that in essence is where you'd kind of aim and build around those players from there. But I hope you get a good idea from this. Hope you find this useful, just to kind of bit of gist on where to go. So smash the like, sub to the channel for now, follow me on Twitter, G is Legend, take it easy all, and I'll catch you all later.